Hey all, Bizdanicax here. How is it on sound? Is the sound good? Am I too loud, too quiet? How is it? Um, hello? How's the sound for everyone? Can everyone hear? So... Can everyone... Okay... Can everyone hear me now? Can anyone hear me? Can Can everyone hear me now? Can everyone hear me? Please type in chat if you can hear me. Okay, that's amazing. Now we've got some time left. One second. No, I will not. So, we've got 20 minutes to go, and I think it would be wise to type some predictions up. Damn it. I think it would be wise to type some predictions up for our direct. So, is the sound alright? I just want to make that very clear. Okay. Now, let's open a notepad document and do some predictions. Now, spoilers, because there's a bunch of, I will talk about leaks. So, so our routes will probably be, we'll see, West Coast mainline, south, Houston to Rugby. I think so. With class 350, class 390, and class 66. Our German route would our German route would be our German route will be either Cologne, Koblenz, or part it I'll format it this way. So Cologne Koblenz would include Flux train. We'll also include the 0HC or the 0ML, and a freight locomotive. Part of Berlin Leipzig would include a Flix train, ICE4, and a freight loc and something local. So I would assume a BR 425 or 442. Our US route would be San Bernardino line, F125, MP36, Hyundai Rosam, cab car, coaches, and Bombardier bi-levels. So these are what I think will be in the standard edition. For our deluxe edition and our extra locomotives, I believe our UK loco would be IDK. I would leave that for the chat to suggest what our UK loco will be. What does the chat think the UK loco will be? Tell me now. I would like to hear your opinion on this. Fair answer, fair answer. I assume it'll be an MU, a multiple unit, let's just put it that way. German loco would be class, not a class, it's a BR189 or Eurodual. Based on the sounds we are hearing right now, probably a Eurodual. Now, if we take a look at right. Third-party projects. Morecam Ranch by JT. I think and we'll definitely get more information about other ones. So this is and so these are my predictions. And then we'll probably hear from the other people. Now let's take a look at TSC. I wanna look at Trains and World roadmap. I wanna see what we have there so we can see more predictions. I kindly ask members of the chat to stop calling me. I had enough. Thank you very much. Now what we have here is vessel released. We discussed that. We'll probably hear about the Santa Fe. And Simtrack. So these are my predictions. This is could the moderators of this chat please tidy it up a bit. We have 12 minutes remaining. This is exciting. I'm gonna check TSC for what we have here. We're gonna catch a bit. I feel like there's a bit of a delay going on here. Yeah, so there's like a 2-minute delay. Oh frick, did I just close the time window? Let me just reload. Nearly 10 minutes left. This has been a year of development, and I hope what they show is good. Ten minutes left. Oh, we can see a clear image now. It's a bit clearer behind in the background. To me, it looks like leaves. Now here are my predictions. Oh yeah, also features. Multiplayer. Cars mode. And another feature I think will be added is off the rails free roam. Basically free roam, but you can drive an electric train where there are no electrification, or drive an electric train under a different voltage that it's not meant to be. I wonder what route they'll start by showcasing. Let's, I don't know. Yeah, let's not play anything. It's too little time left to actually, start doing anything. I wonder what the chat's reaction will be to the whole thing. Nearly 5 minutes left. Very close. Eh. Very close. Oh, the background is clearing up a bit. You can see a bit more. Five minutes left. Let's go. Each minute now takes an hour. Four minutes to go. So I think I'll be buying the deluxe edition. I doubt I'll buy the special edition, no point. Because the special edition probably gonna have like previous DLC, so I'm not. Three minutes. Well, the official Trains in World channel is not behaving like a 5-year-old. 7-year-old best. I guess they leveled down to the level of our community. Which is fair enough. Okay, we are all caught up as of now. 2 minutes left. I wonder how long it'll be. Probably like last year. Okay. 1.5 minutes. Oh frick, we've gone back in time. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Oh, we are so far back. Euroduel. That's Euroduel. That's Euroduel sounds. That's Euroduel. Or not. Maybe that's just edited. Sounds like a Euroduel to me. "30 seconds. Oh, new countdown. What? Okay. Yeah. Now what?
Hello everybody and welcome to Dovetail Direct Summer 2024.
Oh, I know.
This is our opportunity at Dovetail Games to tell you a little bit more about what we've been working on, and boy, do we have a lot to share with you today. On today's stream, we'll be covering the future of Train Sim World, including a whopping 6, yes you heard that right, 6 route announcements. We'll also be talking about a new way you can experience train simulation at home.
VR.
We'll then be talking to our friends at Tailwind to find out a little bit more about the Train Sim World Tycoon Roblox game. And we'll also be joined by our friends at ViewApp to get the latest on City Transport Simulator Tram. To kick things off, we'll be starting with Train Sim World, and boy, do we have a lot to share with you today. We'll be joined by our exec producer, Matt Pedalston, and here's a little taster of what you can look forward to.
Ah, lions. We can look forward to lions. Just gonna make this a little bit. Ah, 390. I see you too, 390. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, I guessed it's
wow,
San
wasn't that
Bernardino,
exciting?
right?
I can't imagine what
Train
the
Sim
chat's
World
going to be like
5.
at the moment. For this section of the live stream, I'm going to pass straight over to Matt, who has a big announcement.
Train Sim World 5 is coming on September 17th with new routes, new locos and new features. And for the first time, a more welcome entry point for all players.
Yes, I'm sure you noticed the costume change already, but one of the first things we wanted to talk about was we have been listening to your feedback as the community. You wanted a more accessible way to be able to get to the latest version of Train Sim World and be able to bring your entire collection with you. So we have heard you, and with Train Sim World 5, we'll be providing a free starter pack for all players to be able to upgrade to Train Sim World 5. Players will be able to come in for no cost and bring their entire collection with them with limited core features from day one. It'll be available for 30 days after the release of Train Sim World 5 on the 17th of September and will be yours permanently to keep. there will be some great value paid for bundles as well, and we can't wait to see all of you play the latest version of the game. So,
That's
a couple
great.
of examples. If you are a Train Sim World 3 player and you've been looking enviously over at some of the Train Sim World 4 content, such as Long Island Commuter, or the Suffragette Line, or Mindtail Barn, that will no longer be a problem for you. You'll be able to get all of the routes that we will be releasing for Train Sim World 5 if you upgrade to the free starter pack.
And a second example, if you're a player who's been playing Train Sim World 2 and you have seen all of the remasters that have been coming out, so for example Cathcart Circle and with Somerset Railway, then when you move over to Train Sim World 5, you'll get all those remasters.
This will give you
That's
the
great.
freedom to play Train Sim World 5 the way that you want to without any limits. The rails really truly are yours. But if you thought that was exciting, wait till we get to our route reveals, because we have 3 amazing route reveals for you as part of the standard edition for Train Sim World 5. And we've spent
better
half
show
an
'em.
hour talking to you a little bit about them. For
Okay,
our
half
first
an hour,
route, we're
that's
going to be talking about our British route.
Yeah.
In Train Sim World 4,
I know.
we talked to you about the East Coast Main Line and brought that to players. This year, we're going to go west.
Now I wonder what the northern terminus is. Okay, 350. We know that. No secrets there. That's all leaked. Tring. Okay. Perhaps. Suspension. Yeah, where's the northern terminus though? 377/2. That's amazing.
5 is West Coast Main Line, London to Milton Keynes.
I know Matt's really excited about this one, so tell us a little bit more.
This
Milton
is probably one of the most highly
Keynes.
requested routes from players for a long time, but in particular
Milton
since the
Keynes.
East Coast Main Line last year. A lot of people asking when you're going to go west.
Freak.
This is a really busy mainline commuter route. It's got 4 tracks all the way, and you're going to be driving from London Euston across 50 miles and 28 stations to Milton Keynes and the north. It's got some really complex stations along the way. You're interfacing and then linking up with different lines like the
That should
London
be fun.
Underground, the London Overground, as well as the mainline train. This is just such an interesting route, and no wonder it's so popularly requested.
Absolutely, Matt. So what trains can players expect to come with the West Coast Main Line?
So the big new entry here is the Class 350 EMU. It's a really interesting train to drive, brand new entry into the Train Sim World roster. But coupling with that, you've got the Class 377 in a slightly different version to the one that you might be familiar with. Normally the 377 is a third rail train. This one's overhead powered.
And what are you looking forward to most, Matt, about this route? What can players really get buzzed about?
Lots of things to keep you interested in, the volume of traffic, and really visiting so many iconic locations around the country.
Amazing. So West Coast Main Line, London Euston to Milton Keynes makes up the first route from the Train Sim World 5 roster. Just a quick note before we carry on, all of these announcements we'll be talking a little bit more about in preview live streams, as well as our roadmap coming later this week too. So you'll be getting loads more information about West Coast Main Line and all of the other reveals that we're going to be talking about today. So let's move on to Train Sim World 5's second route offering. And for our US route, we're going to be adding to our Californian collection.
Yep. I was right.
The next route coming to Train Sim World 5 is the San Bernardino line from Los Angeles to San Bernardino. So this route is really interesting. You're going to be driving through dense urban scenery. It's quite a contrast. If you played the Antelope Valley line, even though we're starting at the same station, it goes east instead of going north. Starting at Los Angeles Union Station, you're then going to be running 57 miles through 16 stations to get through to San Bernardino. And you might be familiar with San Bernardino from the Cajon Pass route, so you're going to be using a different part of San Bernardino than you'd be familiar with previously, stopping at the station. Probably one of the most cool things that I like when I'm driving this route is there's a section in the line where you're driving in the middle of a massive highway, you know, these big American highways.
That looks cool.
And you're this lone train in the middle of this highway at certain camera angles.
I might
It kinda
actually
looks like
try
you're
this
driving
route
on the road.
out.
It's
It
really
seems
cool.
pretty
So I'm really
nice.
looking forward to seeing that, seeing some really cool screenshots coming out from people. In addition to the Metrolink depot near Los Angeles, the CMF, there's also the depot that Metrolink operate in San Bernardino, the EMF.
That's cool.
So both of those are in and accessible.
Is it going to be
And
freight
I can't wait
traffic?
to see all of the photo mode shots as well of people going down the highway with the train going on there. Speaking of trains, what is going to be included, Matt, in this?
Please a
particular route?
freight
So
loco.
new to San Bernardino line is the Metrolink MP36 along with the Bombardier coaches, and these are going to be in 2 different liveries for the coaches as well. So there's a newer livery as well as the slightly older one. But the line wouldn't be complete with just those trains in there. So we've included the F125 and the Rotem cars as well and made sure to mix it all up, because in reality, that's exactly what Metrolink do. And
So no
you'll
freight.
see exactly those kinds of super realistic formations
That's
that you can drive as well.
disappointing.
Amazing. So there's going to be loads of variety.
No
loads
freight
of
is disappointing.
Interesting formations, as you say. And you might have noticed as well that a couple of the stations are on routes that already exist within Train Sim World. Hold that thought. We're going to come back to that later. So Matt, what are you
Route
most
merging.
excited for about this particular route?
Aside from the middle of the highways, I think that's just a really cool part. The mix-up of the trains for me, it's just like these are really cool, interesting trains that don't look the same all the time. The MP36 is a great train to drive. The F125 is a great train to drive, and it's just that mix-up of driving experience.
Lots of
I think is
L's
very
in the
interesting.
chat.
Fantastic. So that is
Uh,
the second of the
Sadly,
3
no
full
freight.
routes for
I would
Train
have
Sim World
at least
5.
a
We've now
layer.
filled the slots for our US and our UK routes for Train Sim World 5.
Okay,
And
German route.
We've got one more slot to
Okay,
go. As is
come on.
tradition, we'll be filling that with our German route. And we know you like busy passenger lines. We've already given you many in Train Sim World.
Okay.
Well, this year we wanted to crank it up to 11, or should that be 11?
Iced tea, iced tea, iced tea. Nah, we have it. Yeah. Let's go. Wait, Frankfurt Fulda. Frankfurt Fulda. It's Frankfurt Fulda. Frankfurt Fulda. Frankfurt Fulda. 100%. With a 114. Now that's what I like.
The final route coming to Train Sim World 5 Standard Edition is Frankfurt.
I guessed it.
I can't wait for this one. This is going to be so exciting for people who are fans of busy railways. Matt, tell us a little bit more.
This is a really interesting line. I mean, probably the highlight of this route is bringing the busiest German railway station into Train Sim World 5. We're starting this journey in Frankfurt.
That's gonna be
and
so
it's
laggy.
brilliant to be there. It's an iconic location and it looks tremendous. So busy with so many trains, so many lines.
S-Bahn?
intersecting. Really, really cool.
Perhaps.
But the line itself runs from Frankfurt via Hanau over to Fulda and is a really interesting drive. And there's all sorts of different traffic. One of the things that players have told us, particularly with the German routes, is so much variety with intercity, express, passenger, and S-Bahn type traffic as well, all mixed into the same line. And that's what we've tried to do here as well. And it's come out really nicely.
And yes, Matt, the trains included are an integral part of this particular route. Can you tell us a little
For
bit
better
what
be
is
many.
included with the Frankfurt Fulda line?
Absolutely. So the headline new train for the Frankfurt Fulda line, another train much requested by players, is the BR411 ICE-T. This is a tilting train. It's ICE. So
That's gonna be
that
great.
sleek
Sadly,
that
no
you're
ICE
familiar with,
4.
but this is the tilting version of it, and it adds a lovely bit of new variety into your rolling stock roster. Then, in addition to that, you've got the BR193 Vectron. This time, it's in DB red livery.
That's cool.
Going on with that, you've got the BR423. You've got the
That's
BR146.2
amazing.
with the Dosto.
That's cool.
And you've got the BR114. So you've got a wide range of trains.
That's a lot.
Wide range of
That's
things,
actually a
freight,
lot.
Passenger, express, two stopping, along with layers to fill out the category.
That's actually great.
Collection as well.
Yeah, I made that 5 locos that are featured with this particular route. And
I
that
actually
is,
respect
think,
that a
is
lot.
record for Trains in World?
It's the same number, I think, that we did with Dresden Riesa, which is one of the things that we were really looking back to as players really told us they liked that. So that's what we tried to repeat here.
Brilliant. And Matt,
That's
what are you
actually
most
amazing.
excited- I think this feels like an obvious question for this particular route, but what are you most excited for?
I want that ICT. I want to be driving the
Oh, Flux train,
lovely
Flux train,
sweeps
Flux
and
train.
curves, and this train is going to fly around those curves.
Flux train.
Yes, and the tilting mechanism allows you to go a little bit quicker around those curves as well, doesn't it?
Exactly that. You've got the GNT system, which means that you can go faster than the speed limits, and you'll be able to. You're getting excited about that, JD.
I'm going faster than the speed limits.
Yeah,
That is a bit of me.
So you'll be flying around all of these corners and having a really great time as you drive from Frankfurt to Fulda.
Amazing.
That's
so
amazing.
That fills our roster of 3 routes for Train Sim World 5 Standard Edition. We could not be more excited to bring these to you on September 17th, but that is only a little bit of the story, because we're going to be talking about what you can get as part of the Deluxe Edition. And if you want a few more locos, well, we've got you covered. So with our first loco announce, we're going back to Germany. And if you're a fan of lime green locos, I think you're going to enjoy this one.
Nice too. Nice too. What? Oh wait, no, yeah, it's a Flix train. Not Vice. I swear I saw an ICE2 there.
So the first loco coming as part of Train Sim World 5 Deluxe Edition is the Flix train BR193 Vectron.
I can't wait to break up the sea of red on German routes.
It's so exciting. This is a really cool, fun livery as well. I am very excited to get it into the game, and it's something that, again, players have been asking for. As well as the Vectron, it also comes with the Talbot coaches that run behind these trains. This is a very exciting new operator to get into TSW. And yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with it.
And I assume with the new rolling stock, you'll be able to use that on Formation Designer as well, Matt, to sort of append to any existing German stock that you might have?
Absolutely. Mix and match. It's your game, your play.
Okay, so what is the home route for the Flix train, and what kind of services can players expect to run?
So the Flix train will be running on Frankfurt Fulda, and it's a variety of services, to be honest. It's predominantly an intercity train, but it runs long haul and rapid services.
So that is an amazing variety of services on the ever-increasing Frankfurt Fulda route. That is now 6 locos, 6 on the Frankfurt Fulda line. So the Flix train Vectron is the first deluxe loco coming to Train Sim World 5, but we have another one for you, and we are super excited about this one. We get requests for this train more than any other British train. We think you're going to be positively tilting with delight.
2 tilting trains this time. The chat is actually exploding. Gonna be a lot of fun to drive. But sadly, he can't really stretch his legs on
edition is the Avanti
on the
Class
route
390 Pendolino.
I know that there is going to be so much excitement for this one, and I cannot wait for players to have this in their hands. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about the Pendolino and what makes it special?
Absolutely. Pendolino has a unique look and feel to it. It looks amazing. It's a fan favourite, to be honest, whether you're a player of Train Sim or just genuine train fan. This train comes in a 9 and 11 car variants. They'll be coming in representing the entire fleet of the trains, and obviously includes tilting technology.
So this is an iconic loco for UK rail fans. Matt, what kind of services can players expect to play, and on what route will they be playing them on?
They'll be driving the Pendolino on the West Coast Main Line, of course, and you'll be running out of Euston, going up to Milton Keynes, and there are 3 or 4 stations you'll be stopping at, or you'll be doing non-stop runs. Actually quite a lot of variety you get out of this train on this route.
So with the Pendolino adding to the roster, that is the end of the routes and locos that you will be able to get with Train Sim World Standard and Deluxe Editions. Or is it? Because as part of Deluxe Edition, you will also be able to get your hands on Cajon Pass if you have not already, and all of the trains within it. And those are your routes and locos coming with Train Sim World 5. We are super excited to get these into your hands on September 17th. You will be getting the West Coast Main Line, London Euston to Milton Keynes. You'll be getting the Frankfurt Fulda route, the San Bernardino line, and if you get the deluxe edition, you will also get access to the Flixtrain Vectron, which runs on the Frankfurt-Fulda route, and you'll also be able to get access to the amazing Pendolino, which will run on West Coast Main Line. You'll also get the Cajon Pass route, which will add some freight services to San Bernardino too. However, that is not all you're going to be getting.
At least there is freight.
Because we have some amazing core features coming with the game as well. We'll be telling you a little bit more about those in a second.
That's great.
So when we were compiling
so
the list of features for Train Sim World 5, we did this with players in mind. We see every week that there are feature requests, they've done player surveys, and we've tried to build out the feature set based on that feedback. So with that said, let's go through the full list, shall we? Starting with an updated live map. And I'm so excited for this because beforehand, I'll be honest with you, it was the bane of my life.
No multiplayer?
Matt, tell us a little bit more.
So the live map's a very exciting upgrade. It's something players have been asking for a long time, and it's brilliant
cool.
to actually be able to get to that now for everybody. There's a couple of major improvements that we're looking at here. So you're looking at new labels coming onto the thing, so you'll actually know where you are by name. Again, possibly the most requested feature of the map is where am I? In addition to that, we've changed how the signal graphics look, so you'll now know which way the signal is facing, which is always quite useful. We've changed the graphics for how they look as well in terms of the icons that are used. And there's a legend that tells you all of these icons now, so you don't have to try and remember what they all mean. What colour does this marker mean? Platforms, stations, objectives, all this stuff is going to be shown. And then if you hover the cursor over a train or a signal, you get a tooltip with lots more information about it. So you can really find out a lot more about what's going on that 2D map now.
Yeah, and I think it just looks more attractive as well, doesn't it? It looks a lot more user-friendly, and that's kind of a theme that we'll be putting forward through a lot of these features today as well. Regular Train Sim World players might be aware of conductor mode. We've trialled it on a couple of scenarios within Glossop Line and more recently Long Island Commuter, and the feedback was spectacular. So we have implemented it into a full game mode, which is coming with Train Sim World 5's core routes. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more, please?
So yeah, this is a way for you to enjoy your favourite
cool.
routes and trains. If you're not interested in driving for a little while, you want to ride the train, but you want to stay busy. Conductor mode allows you to go and collect tickets, check them, get rid of passengers that shouldn't be on the train. It's about clearing the baggage, and one of the main roles of conductor is maintaining safety of the train and the passengers. You'll be opening and closing the doors. So there's quite a lot to do to keep you busy. And these two modes we did previously
That's actually really
were
cool.
really popular with players. Number one request was, I want it in service mode. Here it is in service mode.
Exactly, and it gives players variety, gives them a different way to enjoy the game, and also everyone to have that little bit more immersion when they're playing Train Sim World 5. So, for the next Train Sim World 5 core feature, fast travel, Matt, I'm going to start
Just teleport
with a
between
question.
stations.
I'm playing on a route on Train Sim World 5, and I've got to the end of my service. What do I do?
So previously, you'd have to find something to do where you're finishing your service, or go back out to the menu and pick something else. But now you can think, what if the service I want to run is somewhere else on the route? Or maybe then I look on the map, the nice new shiny 2D map, you can see there's some really cool stuff happening on another station. Now you can just fast travel there immediately.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. All you need to do is click the location on the 2D map and you'll be teleported straight there, meaning that you can customize your experience to any way you see fit. So that's fast travel. For the next Train Sim World 5 core feature, which is route hopping, Matt, I have another question for you. So I am doing a Metrolink service to San Bernardino. I get to the end of my service, and what happens next?
So route hopping allows some really cool extra stuff here. So if you've got Deluxe Edition and you're in Cajon Pass, you can now use route hopping to jump to San Bernardino on Cajon Pass and change route, but without changing station, which is very cool. That means that now I can go from having driven my Metrolink train to San Bernardino, route hop to the other route, and then I can drive a freight train to Barstow.
So this is a way to extend your experience within Train Sim World and be able to go from one route to another seamlessly. You might have noticed some of the other Train Sim World 5 routes have connections to existing routes in the Train Sim World back catalogue. So the West Coast Main Line will connect to Bakerloo, and Frankfurt-Fulda route will also connect to the Kassel-Würzburg route from day one, as well as San Bernardino also connecting to the Antelope line too. So you've got a really, really long experience there if you use route hopping. So with all of those features, you'd be forgiven for thinking that was all Train Sim World 5 had to offer.
Multiplayer, right?
But no, we have more for you, because there are some brilliant features already existing in Train Sim World which we have tweaked and we have improved.
Oh.
I'd like to tell you a little bit more about those now. So the first of what we're going to call additional features include an update to photo mode. Matt, do you want to tell us a little bit more?
Absolutely. Biggest improvement in photo mode is the ability to customize the weather and the time of day in real time while you're taking the screenshot.
That's cool.
So we pause the game and you line up the camera where you want it to be, and then you think to yourself, I wish there was a bit of snow here, and I wish the sun was in a different place because it's kind of blurring the shot out at the moment. So you can now move the sun effectively by changing the time of day and season, and then change the weather. So you get exactly the shot you want. And none of this gets in the way of your gameplay, because the minute you press resume, it all snaps back to how it was.
Amazing. So another opportunity for players to get the perfect shot, customize their experience.
Absolutely.
Our next feature is a feature that we have had in Train Sim World for a little while now, but has had a bit of a facelift. It is Training Centre.
So with Training Centre, we've added a new locomotive. We've added the BR146.2, so we've now added some German-themed tutorials into Training Centre. We've reworked all of the tutorials and added a bunch of extra ones that cover different topics and an expanded range of subjects. And then we've added some textual tutorials in that you can just go and look up, along with some video support and images. So that it covers an enormous range of topics now, including technical details like what signals do and how you interact with them, what safety systems do, and other details like that. So you've really got a lot of time that you can look in now on the Training Centre. And what's even better is that you can call all this up while you're in the middle of another drive. So you press the pause key and you can call up Training Centre and go and look at those reference materials when you're stuck, rather than having to come out and go back in again.
And that's so important. And again, we talk about features that we're particularly excited for. I know this isn't necessarily the sexiest feature, but it is something that is really important, because we get so many people tell me, I don't know what I'm doing here. And the ability to be able to do that within a game session will be so important, as well as all of the upgraded tutorials that we'll be giving you with Train Sim World 5. And speaking of accessibility, something that is really important to us at Dovetail, we wanted to do something to really, really help with that. Modern trains are very, very digitally based, and that can mean reading really, really tiny things on a screen and not having an awful lot of navigability. So we have enhanced the digital display screens you will see on many of the trains in Train Sim World 5. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the key things is that when you're trying to interact with these or even view them, they're moving around with the movement of the sway of the train, and they're quite fine details, and it can be quite fiddly to interact with. Well, now you can just click on the screen and zoom it up to the full screen.
Yeah, that's...
And while it's zoomed
Yeah,
up
on
like
Steam
that,
Deck,
it won't
that's
wiggle around at all.
That's
making
pain.
it immensely easier to interact with. And that's a benefit to everybody, whether you have difficulty interacting with it before, whether you just want it to be nice and clear on your screen. So that's a huge improvement.
Using screens
and then
on
we're
a
also
Steam
adding
Deck
the ability to
difficult.
navigate the cursor around using keyboard controls as well, because not everybody likes using a mouse or using a joystick, and they want digital controls to move the cursor around the screen as well.
That feels like a really, really nice quality of life improvement, and we hope the players find it really useful too. And finally, for this section, we brought suspension improvements to some Train Sim World 4 locos. We can confirm that that will be a standard feature in all Train Sim World 5 locos moving forward.
I hope.
And that is that for Train Sim World 5's core features, coming to you on September 17th. Here is that list again, so you can take a look at it. As with all of the stuff that we've talked about over the course
How about
of this
multiplayer?
Dovetail Direct, you'll be able to find out more information and see it in action during
Well, they have
our
to announce
live streams,
multiplayer.
during our roadmaps, during our articles, our preview
They
videos.
have to announce
There's going
multiplayer
to be
now.
loads of opportunities for you to be able to
They
see
have
stuff
to, any
before the big
second.
day. So if you're as excited as we are about Train Sim World 5, you'll be wanting to know how you can get involved on September 17th. Well, as we mentioned beforehand, there are plenty of bundles and options on offer, including the starter pack, which is the free option to upgrade with limited access to Train Sim World 5 core features and none of the routes that we talked about just now, but it will get you and bring all of your compatible content along on day one. You'll also have the opportunity to get the standard edition, which has the 3 routes that we talked about, as well as also all of the Train Sim World 5 core features. We think this one is best for new players coming to Train Sim World 5 for the first time. The next one is our deluxe edition, which also contains everything that we just talked about, plus the Flix Train, Vectron, and the amazing Pendolino, as well as Cajon Pass. And with deluxe
So
edition,
no
you'll
master
also get
route.
5 days early access
That's
to
kind of
Train Sim World
disappointing.
5, so you can access it on the 12th of September ahead of anybody else. However, if you're a collector and upgrading from an earlier version of Train Sim World, perhaps Special Edition is the best version for you. It is our best value offering and contains
The only one
5
there I
additional
don't have
routes that
is
we have
London
handpicked
Overground,
because they are
which
some
I
of
will
our
get on a
favourites,
sale.
as well as also interacting
Not justified.
with other Train Sim World 5 core routes via the route hopping feature. As you will have noticed, Standard, Deluxe and Special Editions will also get either a pre-order or a loyalty discount depending on the platform that you play on. Please check out our website for more information. And we are delighted to announce that Train Sim World 5 will be available on Game Pass for Game Pass players on September 17th as well, which is very exciting.
That's good.
Right, so how do you condense 30 minutes of Matt and I talking into one graphic? Well, here is a summary of everything you can expect with Train Sim World
How about
5
the new routes,
coming to
though?
you on September 17th. So Matt, in practical terms, what does that mean that players get for each of the versions?
So Deluxe Edition, that's 20 locomotives and 15 pieces of rolling stock. And in Special Edition, 31 locos and 21 pieces of rolling stock.
Which is an amazing way to kickstart your Train Sim World collection. We have an impressive selection of routes and locos this year, we hope you'll agree, and a really, really formidable set of core features requested in the most part by you folks at home. So we hope there is something for everybody in Train Sim World 5. As with everything we do with Train Sim World, we want to show you a little bit about what we're working on before we get to September 17th. So we will be kicking off with our roadmap live stream on the 22nd of August. That is just 2 days away. We're going to talk a little bit more detail about all of the things that we've spoken about today. And we'll also be previewing all of the content that we have been talking about in the next 3 weeks before launch. Put the dates in your diaries because you don't
The
want to
German
miss it. So
route is
that
the
is the
last
Train
one.
Sim World 5 section of the live stream done. But there is still plenty more to look forward to, including 6 Train
let's
Sim
see
World
the
route
routes.
reveals, which we're all very, very excited about, and a couple I think you'll be really surprised with. We'll also be talking a little bit about a new way to experience train simulation. That will be coming next. And we'll also be talking a little bit more about our Train Sim World Tycoon game for Roblox. That will be with our friends at Tailwind. And we'll also be checking in on the View app team to get a little bit more information about what they're working on with City Transport Simulator Tram. So stay tuned.
To finish off this section,
There's
we've got
just a
special treat for you.
Tram
Enjoy
Sim
the new game
update
trailer.
today. Looks actually really amazing. So I guess no multiplayer. Well, unfortunate. Maybe next year. Yeah.
Well, I for one, I'm very excited for September the 17th. But next up, we are super excited to be able to announce a new way that you will be able to experience train simulation. And we are so excited for this one. We can't wait to be able to
VR.
show you everything that we have planned for you. Well, that's really my announcement, isn't it? Train Sim World is coming to VR.
Hi, I'm Kat, the Associate Producer on Trains.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm the assistant producer on Trains.
And we are very excited to announce Train Sim World VR New York coming to MetaQuest headsets 2 and 3.
For years, we've been making and playing train sim games, and we're really excited to put you in the driver's seat.
Knew it.
Train Sim World VR New York will be the first train simulation game exclusive to the MetaQuest platform.
So where in New York is this set, Kat?
So for our first venture into VR, we will be recreating the Harlem Line route that was also featured in TSW, and we are very excited to show you a glimpse of it today.
I wish they released it for the Valve Index, because I kind of want the Valve Index. And if they do release it for VR, I'll
World VR
be
New
happy
York,
to.
a brand new game to experience train simulation.
The
in
graphics
VR.
look downgraded.
We're currently on the Harlem Line route in New York, driving the M3A train. Today we'll show you a quick overview of what you can expect. You'll start each day in your own apartment, where you can choose which services you would like to drive. You'll also find some interactable elements in your room that you can play with too. The wall-mounted TV will be your main menu within the game, where you can select gameplay options and view the leaderboard. Let's choose a scenario and jump to the platform. In the cab, you have an
Looks like,
interactive
yeah, the
tablet
models
that
are
will
bad.
act as your HUD and will display the
But
reverse
the-
status, acceleration,
the
and speed
Oculus
of your train.
is
Insert the
only
master
so
key,
powerful.
Set the reverser, and
So
you're
makes
ready
sense.
to go.
I'm not gonna get it, because it's the
Once
same
train is
Harlem
ready,
Line I already
set
have,
the
and
throttle
I'm not
and
getting an
traverse the
entire.
atmospheric sights of the Harlem route.
I'm not getting an
Explore
entire
stations to
new
find
console
collectibles
just to play
that
with.
you can decorate your apartment with. Top the leaderboard with your friends and become the best driver, all within your
I assume
mega
this will be coming to Steam at some point. For maybe like PC headsets. I feel like this is just like a test. I wonder how much it'll cost. Wait, there's no third rail. There's actually no third rail.
Thank you for watching our current showcase.
That's hilarious. There's no third rail. Well, I assume it's more like a arcadey. I bet the screenshot
We have
was
been working
taken
with the very
in
talented
Train Sim
developers
World.
at Just Add Water, who have been working alongside us to bring this VR vision to life.
And the exciting thing is, Train Sim World VR New York is heading your way next year in 2025. So you can wishlist it now on the Meta Store, or you can scan the QR code on screen. And that will take you to the TSW website for further details.
We are so very excited to see you in VR next year.
I assume we'll get more information later. Okay, new routes. That's surely interesting. I'm not buying it, but interesting nonetheless. Okay, route 1 and 2.
So
Okay.
Train Sim World VR New York is available to wishlist now on the Meta Store, so go and check it out. Next up, we have our route reveals. We are going to be talking a little bit about what you can expect from Train Sim World 5 over the course course of the next few months. And to tell you about all of these exciting routes, I'm handing over to Alex.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Take a Ticket Reveal Show. My name's Alex and I'm the Senior Community Manager here at Dovetail Games, and you might just recognize me from our TSW monthly roadmap streams, which is a good coincidence because today we're going to be talking about the roadmap for Train Sim World 5. So I've got a set of 6 future TSW add-ons to reveal today, and we're going to be talking about what's coming next after the release of Train Sim World 5 on September 17th. And here's how it's going to work. I've got a special wallet over here, thank you, and inside this wallet are 6 different tickets that we're going to be pulling out one at a time, and they will relate to the 6 different add-ons that we're revealing. So, why don't we get started?
Okay.
So, let's go through the tickets. I'll turn my wallet round and we'll draw each one at a time so we can see what we have in store for us. And I hope some of these may be somewhat recognizable. Take any stylization with a little pinch of salt, but they are meant to reference their real life counterparts. And there we have it, our 6 route reveals. And if they're not familiar, don't worry, because I'll be talking about what each of them mean in just a moment. So let's start talking about these in more detail. I'll pass my wallet back. Thank you. And let's talk about the first one we've got here. So let's draw this ticket here, and I can reveal that this is a US ticket. It will be the next US route coming to Train Sim World. And I can reveal that this is the MBTA commuter, Boston to Framingham, Worcester.
Oh.
You'll be able to head west from Boston South
Okay,
to
that's
Worcester
nice.
in the magnificent HSP 46 with the double deck.
Let's go. That's actually
all I'm
amazing.
going to be revealing for the Boston route today. But don't worry, as we'll be following up with this in our TSW5 monthly roadmaps as usual. So you will be able to find more information as we go into the future. But let's move on to our next ticket. So I'm going to draw the nice blue and yellow striped ticket here. Now this is meant to be referring to a very vintage style UK ticket, and actually it relates to a TSW 2020 route. And I think the bold text in the middle does give away that this will be a remaster, and it will be for the Great Western Express.
Let's go.
Now this will see an upgraded route, completely overhauled stock for the Great Western Express and the Diesel Legends of the
Yes,
West add-ons.
that's actually
including
great.
A brand new timetable, the new conductor mode from Train Sim World 5, and something blue, which is just a little extra teaser in there for you. And for those of you who don't know what we mean by remaster, we'll be taking the current Great Western Express route and boosting it up to the TSW5 feature set for free for owners of the Great Western Express route already. And as we've heard earlier in the stream, you'll be able to get this via the free starter pack or any of the paid bundles for Train Sim World 5. Now we still have 4 more tickets to talk about, so join me later in the stream to continue the reveals.
Some super exciting routes for British and US rail fans there. But next up, we have our friends at ViewApp giving us an update on City Transport Simulator Tram. It is currently in early access on Epic and Steam. Here are Jan and Daniel.
Okay, now
to tell you
this is
a little bit
interesting.
Thank you, Jim.
They released an update
Hi
today.
everyone, I'm Jan, Community Manager at Dovetail Games, and today we're coming to you from the ViewApp office here in beautiful Vienna with the development team. That's how that work.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Daniel, Marketing Manager at ViewApp and Creative Director of our recently released new tram simulator, City Transport Simulator Tram. We're really excited to be here today to share some exciting news and give you a peek behind the scenes.
Whether you're a seasoned driver or new to simulators, City Transport Simulator Tram has something for everyone. Set in the expansive tram network of Tramau, a picturesque city in southern Germany, this game offers over 25 kilometers of dense networking track to explore. Drive trams from multiple countries, create your own tram lines, generate timetables, and manage your
This is
very
an
own.
old version of a
Released
game,
in June on Steam
which
and in
is
July on
around
the Epic Game Store in early
half a month
access.
old at this
We
point.
already brought you some incredible roadmap updates, including bug fixes, performance boosts, and exciting new
Yeah.
features like the short ULF A1 tram, a map extension,
They
collectible
released
postcards,
a
and
new
a
update
quick
today,
play mode.
added
And today we're
the
super excited to announce our
Type D.
biggest update yet, version 0.3. Packed with features, this update is set to open up our new stop in early access.
It already
So,
happened.
let's dive right in.
First up, let's talk about the career mode in CTS Tram. In the last update, we made it possible to advance up to level 34, unlocking new resources and icons. In the newest update, you can now finish career mode and advance to the highest level with level 50. This means more customization options and maximal resources to expand your line network and fleet, along with a continuation of our story through the in-game email system.
The team really focused on giving players more depth and narrative to enjoy. We also wanted to delve deeper into the lore of Tremau, just like we did with the postcards collectibles in the last update. So, for version 0.3, you can uncover more about the city's history with revamped loading screens, each featuring specific backgrounds and stories for every station.
That's nice.
For our train enthusiasts, we got some fantastic news. We partnered with Deutsche Bahn to introduce real, licensed trains to the main station in Tremau, enhancing the
Yeah, I already
realism with
saw
line 4
when I
and
played
City
the game
Transport
earlier.
Simulator Tram. With a train track running through the heart of the city, you will see these trains in action throughout all your ring lines, adding an extra layer of authenticity to your transport network.
Customization will get a major upgrade too. We're introducing 10 new livery options for each of your trams and a lot of new operation icons. Whether you're in
That's
sandbox mode or leveling up in career mode, you'll have plenty of options to make your trams your own on the streets of Tremau. So you will not only be able to choose between the original and the green Tremau livery, but between a lot more different color options.
Now, let's talk about the heavy hitters of this update. You'll be getting an exciting new free map expansion. We're extending the Northern Tram network with 2 new stations. This expansion allows you to choose between the already known Lichterallee terminus and the brand new Grüner Hügel terminus when routing your line through Danielsplatz.
But
That's cool.
that's not all. The highlight of this map extension is the terminus at Grüner Hügel, which
That's
features
really nice.
multiple sidings where you can start and end your day as a tram driver. With this update, you can finally begin your session with the tram turned off, using the fully functional eBus system to start up your tram and drive to your first station as a Sonderzug. At the end of your day, you'll return to the sidings, adding a new level of realism to our tram driver experience.
The
So,
VIA team has put
are they gonna make a
tremendous
proper
amount of
depot?
effort into making these sidings as authentic as possible, inspired by the real-world Olympiaschleife in Munich to deliver the most immersive experience.
And finally, we're unveiling the 5th tram available for free in CTS
With
Trams
the
Early
Vienna
Access.
D.
The
The
Type D
Vienna
tram
Type
from
D.
Vienna. This modern marvel comes equipped with the latest board computer and cruise control, making it easier than ever to maintain speed limits. Available from the get-go in sandbox mode or unlockable at level 40 in career mode, this tram is set to be a game changer.
So, let's recap. More liveries, more icons, more levels, more lore, Deutsche Bahn trains at the Tremau train station, a brand new map extension, sidings to start and end your day as a tram driver, and the brand new Type D tram from Vienna. That's a lot
View
of
app are
features.
actually
Yeah,
the
and
better GDG.
While the game is currently
They're
available
actually
on
doing
Steam
God's work
and
there.
Epic, CTS Tram will also be released on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. We don't have a date for you at this stage, but rest assured it's coming and we'll have more for you soon. In the meantime, grab the new 0.3 update on Steam and the Epic Game Store and wishlist City Transport Simulator Tram for consoles.
Also, stay tuned to our roadmap articles on Steam and Dovetail Live for all the latest updates. We're now at the second stop of the roadmap and there's still so much more to come.
Thanks for joining us today and happy tram driving. Back to you, JD.
Okay, I'll be back. Okay, returned. Okay, what other routes do we have?
Some exciting news there from City Transport Simulator Tram. You can download that in early access now on Steam and Epic. So next up, we'll be going back to the Take a Ticket reveal show with Alex. We've got 2 more exciting routes to reveal.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Take a Ticket reveal show, the show where we talk about the future TSW add-ons coming to Train Sim World 5 after its release. Let's get back into the reveals. Thank you very much for the wallet. Here we go. So let's put them all out on the table. We have the MBTA commuter route. We have the Great Western Express remaster. We have 4 more tickets that we haven't revealed yet. Right, brilliant. Let's hand the wallet away. And we're going to be starting with this ticket. So you may recognize this as a German ticket, and it will be a German route that we're revealing next. And I can reveal that this will be the Pfälzische Ludwigsbahn, Mannheim to Kaiserslautern.
That's
Roll
great.
Up the hills of Baden-Württemberg.
Let's
and
go.
embark on passenger services from local
What train?
S-Bahn to meandering ICE
Yes.
traffic. Enjoy a different pace on the rails between Kaiserslautern and the busy hub of Mannheim, set in the 2010 era.
What
So,
trains
that's
though?
the route. Let's put that back.
What trains
Now
though?
let's move on to our 4th reveal, and it will be this
Baden-Württemberg.
ticket. Now this is a very common looking site for those of you across the UK. But where are we going? Well, I can reveal that this ticket is a new country for Train Sim World. We're going
Wales.
to Wales with the Cardiff City Network. You'll be able to
Yes,
enjoy diesel
that's actually
multiple
great.
units across a complex network style route. So that's it for this section. But
That's-
join me
that's
shortly and
actually-
we'll be revealing
okay.
the final 2 tickets
Doing
for
God's
today.
work there. God's work.
Okay, so Igumri.
Right,
That's
for
about as much
Roblox.
Welsh as I think you're ever going to get out of me. But we are super
Let's get ready.
excited to bring that to you in the future for Train Sim World 5.
Frickin'
Next up, we're going to be
Roblox.
talking to our friends at Tailwind, who are developing our Train Sim World Tycoon game for Roblox. This is something completely different to anything we've ever done before, and we can't wait to see what you think of it.
This is the best direct yet.
Hello, I'm Benjamin, Senior Community Manager here at Dovetail Games, and I'm here to talk to you about an all-new Trains experience. Created in partnership with Dovetail
it's an
Games
ambulance.
and Tailwind. Train Sim World
Siren on.
Tycoon on Roblox coming later this year.
This looks cheap as hell.
Roblox presents us with a really exciting opportunity to introduce trains to an entirely new audience. Dovetail Games' part in this world is to bring all the wealth of experience of trains, while Tailwind are coming in hot with a wealth of experience developing titles specifically for Roblox. And if you
Probably
didn't
gonna
know,
be crap.
Roblox has over 70 million players every single day. That's a lot
For
of
those
new
that
potential
can't
rail fans.
afford
It wouldn't be
Train Sim
Dovetail
World.
Direct without having a few little sneak peeks to show you. We have 3 videos total showing you a glimpse of what's to come in Train Sim World Tycoon. Let's take a look at some trains in action.
Hello,
That looks
I'm Dan,
horrible.
Design Director at Tailwind. Welcome to Train Sim World Tycoon. We're mixing the joy of driving in Train Sim World, the genre that Roblox players love. The Tycoon. They'll build and run their own stations, and then
This
they'll
looks
drive
bad.
trains around a charming world that's shared with friends. We have a good mix of classes in our train lineup, all inspired by real-world classics and beautifully modelled by our 3D artists. And you can drive them all! We've simplified the driving mechanics for a younger audience.
Beautifully
Kept the feel of
modeled
driving,
is the worst.
the
Is
sense
the,
of
is the
speed,
biggest lie.
feeling of weight and momentum, and most importantly, the horn.
So there's much more to Train Sim World
That's
Tycoon
horrible.
than just driving trains. This is Tycoon.
For
after all.
ruining their
So here's a
reputation
little
by
glimpse
doing
of what
this.
that actually means.
Tycoon is a simplified version of city building games like SimCity, except you do everything in-world as your avatar, by standing on buttons. The bigger your station gets, the
I mean,
more
I
money you
see
make,
this is
and the more money you
orientated at a
make,
younger
your
audience.
station will get even better. You'll start off with a station
But-
something like this, and end up with
Really?
much fancier structures, like this.
Really?
It's a really simple and really Moorish genre that's huge
Well,
on Roblox.
I hope it'll
We
be
hope
at
Train Sim World
least a
Tycoon will be
little
the
better
first
than that.
stop on a lifelong love of trains for millions of players.
The team at Tailwind have been very busy creating an entirely new world for you to explore. So let's take a look at the world and the map in action.
The world we're building is full of charm and character, so there's always something to see outside your train window and always something to aim for on the horizon. We've added all kinds of different locations and biomes so that we can create the feeling of a varied world. We want this world to feel alive, so we're creating characters to work in your stations, ride on your trains, and run stations of their own. And all of them absolutely love trains. This is a world of people who love trains, for people who love trains. And we can't wait
When
for
is
you
this
to see
going
it.
to end? This is bad. Okay, finally. We're finished.
So that's all we have to show you today for Train Sim World Tycoon, but there is plenty more to come over the following months. In summary,
There's
Train
nothing
Sim
more
World
to
Tycoon
show.
on Roblox is an all-new train experience, expanding the world of Train Sim World. It's for all ages, free to play if you have a Roblox account. For those of you who are super eager to start playing,
It's
early
implying
access
that
will be
Roblox is
available.
paid
You can
in
get
the
your
first
hands on the
place.
game before its official release. Train Sim World Tycoon will be available on Roblox, which is pretty much playable anywhere, but I'm going to list off a bunch of them for you anyway. PC, Mac, iOS and Android. Yeah, you can play on your phone. Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 4 and 5, maybe even your smart fridge if it has the internet. For more information and to keep up to date with all things Train Sim World Tycoon, head over to our website, trainsimworld.com, either on screen now or in the description below. We can't wait
A
to
lot
see
of
you in
proper
Train Sim
train
World
games look
Tycoon
better.
on Roblox later this year. Ciao for now.
Mind the gap. Paper trains are better than that. I don't see why if you have access to Roblox you would play that game. I feel like they're wasting time and money. Okay, let's see what the last two routes are. Wait, what do you mean steer? You can steer trains. That's silly. Okay, now let's actually get back to sanity. That Roblox route was shameful. I don't really have any different way to put it, but that was shameful. That's shameful.
Thanks for that, Ben and the Tailwind team. We're really looking forward to seeing how that one develops. Next up, we are taking our final visit to Alex at the Take a Ticket reveal show. He's got 2 more routes to reveal to you.
Alright.
Welcome back to the Take a Ticket reveal show for the last time today. So let's grab our special wallet and let's take a look at the different tickets
Grab
inside.
your wallet.
So we're going to turn
Start
this
buying
round
the routes.
and we're going to draw them out as
Yeah.
we previously have done. So let's pass the wallet back. And now we're going to be revealing the final 2 tickets for today.
I hope they
so
show a
I'm
bit
gonna start
more.
with this one. This is supposed to reference a very historic looking UK ticket.
I have no
roughly
idea.
around the 1980s era.
Oh, yeah,
you can
Just
also
Trains,
see
Just
that
Trains.
Just Trains is included,
Just
so this
Trains,
will
yeah.
be the route that Just Trains have been teasing.
Yeah, more
And
Camp
I can
Branch
reveal
Line, yeah.
tonight that this is the West Coast main line, Preston to Carlisle. So I reached out to the Just Trains team for some top level information on the route, and they came back with 3 short, big statements. 90 miles, Shap Summit, Class 87.
Class
I hope that summarizes
87.
it well enough, but we're going to be following this up with more information in our upcoming
Class
roadmap
80.
live
That's
streams.
actually
And so
great.
that leaves us to the final ticket reveal for today, and it will be this one right on the end. So I hope
Tadami
you may
line,
have recognized this in the chat, but if you
I don't know.
haven't, don't worry. But I can reveal that this is another new country for Train Sim World. Do you know where
Japan.
it is? Well, we're going to the Netherlands
Oh,
with
but
our
I-
first ever Dutch route, Zwolle-Groningen. So this route will feature both
That's-
express and commuter traffic.
That's
It will
cool.
feature the iconic ICM Koploper train and the modern SNG Sprinter next
Okay.
units. And with
That's
that reveal,
interesting.
those are all of our 6 different TSW
Okay, I'm
feature
really happy
hours
with the
coming
lineup.
to Train
That
Sim
lineup
World
is actually
5.
amazing.
I hope you've enjoyed the Take a Ticket
It's
reveal
better than
show.
the
So that's
Train
it
Sim
from
World
me.
5
So for now,
routes.
goodbye.
It's actually better than Train Sim World 5 routes.
I bet you weren't expecting we were going to be bringing the
Serious.
Netherlands to Train Sim World 5, but I hope you're all excited.
Roadmap.
Here's what that means for the Train Sim World 5 roadmap, which is our way of being able to show what's coming and when it's coming to you. If you've been around for the entire stream, you will have realised there is a lot to come for Train Sim World 5, including all of the routes and locos coming with Train Sim World 5
ECML
Standard
Diesel Pack.
and Deluxe editions, as well as all of the add-ons that we have talked about in Alex's reveals. You can see these are split down by 0 to 3 months and other projects which are a little bit further out from release. So you
Okay,
can get yourself
MBTA
excited,
computer
put
first.
stuff in your diaries and get an understanding of when your favourite route is coming to Train Sim World 5. So with the Netherlands, Wales and Japan coming to Train Sim World 5, that brings us to 11 countries represented within the game. And for that,
Okay, I'm
really,
actually really happy with
excited.
that.
As a quick note, the Tadami line, our
That's
Japanese
not
route developed by
disappointing.
Union
That's
Workshop,
actually
we'll talk
great.
a little bit more about in our roadmap stream next Thursday. And that's your full picture of the Train Sim World 5 roadmap. There will be other things that we'll be adding to this over the course of the next few weeks and months, but there are some of the big hitters to whet your appetites. So there you have it. What a 90 minutes. We have got so much to be talking about over the course of the next few months, and we hope you're as excited as we are for everything we have announced. For more information about anything that we've talked about over the course of this live stream, please check out the Train
It was
Sim World
actually
website
only an
where you
hour
can find
long.
more details of all of the things we've mentioned. I'm going to give you a quick summary of everything
Yeah,
that
it's
we've
only
talked
an hour
about
long.
over the course
That's actually
of the live stream.
not bad.
Kicking off with Train Sim World 5, which is coming on. I'm going to give you a quick summary of everything that we've talked about over the course of the live stream. Kicking off with Train Sim World 5, which is coming on September the 17th, 2024. We're going to be covering all kinds of routes, including the West Coast Main Line, London Euston to Milton Keynes,
I'm gonna check TSC.
San Bernardino line in the US from LA to San Bernardino, and in Germany, the Frankfurt-Fulda route, Kinzigtalbahn. We're going to have on the deluxe edition the Flixtrain Vectron and the Avanti 390 Pendolino, and we are so excited for you to be able to try all of those different pieces of content in Train Sim World 5. But there will also be some great value paid for bundles as well, which contain all of the routes that we've talked about, as well as also the deluxe edition locos. And if you're going for special edition, you'll also get some additional routes thrown in for good measure too. Deluxe and special editions will also enable you to get into Train Sim World 5 days early in early access as well. So you'll be able to get in on the 12th of September. Train Sim World 5 will also come with a whole host of new core features, including an updated live map, conductor mode, route hopping, fast travel. Train Sim World 5 will also be available for Microsoft Game Pass from day one, so you can get in on the 17th as well. Standard edition, deluxe edition, and special edition will all contain either a loyalty or a pre-order discount. Please check out your platform for more information on these. And it's available to pre-order now on consoles, as well as being available in the next couple of hours on PC platforms. Please check out our website for more information.
I'm really happy with
and
this.
If you like what you see, we'd love to have you on board.
Especially
we also
the 6
announced
new routes,
6
those
brand new
are
routes coming to Train Sim World 5 after its release, including 2 new countries, Wales and Netherlands. But we didn't just want to talk about Train Sim World 5 with you today. We've also announced a brand new VR title, Train Sim World VR New York, coming to MetaQuest 2 and 3. You can wishlist that now on the Meta store. And we've also shown you some gameplay from our brand new Roblox title, Train Sim World Tycoon. And finally, we checked in with our friends at ViewApp to get an update on the amazing city transport simulator Tram. That is available for you to check out on Steam and Epic now.
Well, that's
and
great.
Breathe. What a list of things we have coming to you from Dovetail Games over the course of the next few months. If you want to get more information about anything that we've talked about over the course of today, please head to the Train Sim World website, where we'll have more for you on all of the things that we've talked about over the course of this live stream. And that leaves me with nothing else to say other than thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you soon.
Okay, should have a roadmap any second. Updated to Train Sim World. Notice the exact moment it updated to Train Sim World 5. That's great. We'll definitely take a look at the roadmap arsenal. Not yet. I'm gonna check Steam. Five. It's here. Okay, that's it. I'd say, okay, I'll give it 3 minutes for the roadmap to release. If it doesn't release, then I'm ending the stream. This is, well, great. Don't really have another way to just... What's that doing here? Here's the prices. Yeah, I have money for that. I can afford it. I'm in a financial position to afford this. Okay. Sure. I think it'll be a 15% pre-order discount, and Denver is gonna be, perhaps a loyalty discount of some value. Hmm. Okay, I'm downloading this image. This image goes hard. Feel free to screenshot. Those are Mark III's, aren't they? That looks cool. Ah, article tomorrow. That's quite nice. Yes, I'll be definitely pre-ordering soon. Right, no point in waiting anymore. Article on tomorrow. So, everybody, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. I'll make a video when Trains in World 5 releases. Of my first impressions. Perhaps a stream. I'll stream it. Expect a video soon with a showcase of my mod, which is the Hibillen's 303 wagon, and my DB Fernwecker variety pack. So expect some of those too. Anyway, thanks for watching. I respect that you took the time. Goodbye.